What's going on, guys? This is Chandler Smith, and today we're gonna take you on a walkthrough of this new duplex that Garrett Myers just purchased. We're gonna run through the numbers, we're gonna walk you through the entire property and show you how he found and closed on this deal, all while making fun of him, because for the first time ever, I got here early and he got here late. So with all of that being said, let's jump into it. Alright guys, it is a chilly day in Idaho. If you're new to the channel, it's great to have you. Just remember to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the little bell. If you're new to the channel, you also know that I'm usually late and Garrett is usually early. However, we are sitting here freezing in the cold, so we decided to hop back in the car while we're waiting for Garrett. This property is actually a killer deal, and I'm excited to run through the numbers with you. It's been freshly renovated, as you can see from the exterior. The interior, I've heard, looks fantastic, and I think it's gonna end up being an absolute cash cow for Garrett. He was actually able to work some crazy things with the numbers to be able to pull off getting this deal under contract where he did, and he finally just pulled up. Maybe we can flip the camera. It looks like he's gonna park in their driveway. And I'm really excited to see the inside of this because this is a part of town that historically has been older. But as you can see, there are lots of homes that people are coming in and completely renovating them. This home actually had this massive garage added on and the whole thing renovated. And he's right next door in this home. It's also a smaller square footage place, but I've heard that it's been spritzed up a lot, and with what rents have done, I think Garrett got an absolute killing. So let's hop out of the car now that he's here. We'll give him a hard time, then we'll run through the numbers, we'll give you the walkthrough, and show you how you can do the same thing to pick up a duplex. So, who's late today, Garrett?
Oh, we just left the office. You left too.
Somebody was still here 5 minutes late.
Well, you stole my charger and then didn't give it back, so I had to go get it.
You showed up late. I was here early, you were late.
Hold on a second here.
New shoes. Gotta be careful.
Risky business.
Rule number one about real estate investing is never wear new shoes when you go to a walkthrough.
Sounded right.
Because you usually sit in mud or dog poop or
both.
They just get stinky from the places you go. But me and Garrett have just acquired a shoe obsession lately. So if you don't wear them through property inspection, when are you gonna wear them, you know?
True.
I don't think you're wearing your beanie right.
I'm a trendsetter.
1 hour later.
It's always the last key you try. I'm pretty sure you still owe me a couple pairs of cowboy boots.
Well, we're past that trend.
No, that was never paid due.
So this is the upstairs unit.
Yeah,
this
it's awesome.
is the living room.
Yep.
Yeah, this is really nice, really clean, good area for the most part. Lots of realtors that weren't successful, but you were.
Which is interesting because this wasn't listed on the MLS. It was listed just on Zillow for sale by owner.
So I know this ended up being a killer deal, and we're gonna run through the numbers, but help me understand why you got it and no one else did.
So it hit Zillow, and my sister-in-law, who's been featured in previous videos, saw it within like 30 minutes probably. So she texted me and asked what they should do. I said, text the guy, it's for sale by owner. So you just deal directly with the owner. They then came and saw it along with like 25 other people because the guy listed it way too low. He listed it for $230. So I was like, hey, let's put some pressure. Let's try and get it under contract ASAP. So we initially offered $235. He said, you know, we're gonna wait for a couple days and see if we get anything higher. I said, okay, what if we increase our offer to $250, but you have to sign it like now? And initially I thought he was gonna do it. He was like, yeah, you know, I'd probably do it. Let me think on it. And then he said, no. He said, if no one offers higher than that by Saturday, I'll sign it, like deal. So I pushed as hard as I could, but at that point I just was like, okay, and I figured I probably wouldn't get it. So 30 minutes before, I was followed up with him every day, you know, continue to apply pressure. 30 minutes before it, you know, the timeline was up, he texted me and he goes, hey, we just got another offer for $272. And I'm like, oh crap, you know? Because I think it would still be a fine deal at $272, like, but it's not, you know, nothing special. I wasn't really interested in it at that price. But I made friends with him And I was like, well, are they firm at 272? Like, is it a good offer? Are they pre-approved? Because it's a for sale by owner, you know? So I'm kind of trying to scare him just a little bit. And he's like, yeah, they seem super solid. They're out of Boise, which is the big city out here. But anywho, long story short, I made friends with him and I was like, well, I'd go up to the 270. But he was like, yeah, you know, they said they'd go much higher. I don't know if we want to put this in, maybe this is a little bit bad. But I was like, well, let me just submit an offer again at 272 or 273 and you see what they do. And he was like, okay, but only if you're serious. And I was like, yeah, I'm serious. So I submitted another
trying to hook the homie up.
Yeah. I submitted another offer at 273 and they then come back and offer 295. And I'm like, whoa, that escalated quickly. Good for you, man. I'm like, good for you. You're welcome. You know, I make friends with them. I'm like, yeah, if you have any other properties, hit me up directly. I'd love to work with you. Let me know if this one falls through. And then like 2.5 months pass. And right before Christmas, well, no, it was probably a week before Christmas, he shoots me a text and he's like, hey, that other offer fell through. Do you still want to buy it for the 273? I'm like, no, I don't want to buy it for 273, but I'd still do 250 and we can close in like 3 weeks. And he agreed to it.
Let's go! That's what happens when you do guys solid, even if it doesn't work out.
And I'm really hoping I could buy a couple others from him because it sounds like he has like 40 units around here.
That's
so.
awesome.
Yeah.
And this one is in great shape.
Yeah, they remodeled it. He's an electrician, so he redid all the electrical. It's got fairly new plumbing throughout, obviously new flooring, new carpet. New everything.
And upstairs is a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom?
So it's a 2-bedroom, but it's kind of weird because this is one of the bedrooms.
New carpet.
And the bathroom is in this bedroom. So less than an ideal layout, but it's new.
Still
so
space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, this is a big yard too, Garrett.
Huge.
And with this, it makes me wonder if you could build like a whole nother Uniplex back there.
That's what I wondered. I think they have another unit back there, so.
It's way cool.
And then this is the other bedroom.
Second bedroom. Very cool. So if I had to guess, I would say with how new the finishes are on this for a 2-bedroom apartment, you're probably $950 to $1,000.
That's what I was hoping. I think maybe even a little bit more just with how hot the market is. We're kind of hoping like $1,050.
Yeah, very cool.
So we'll see if it happens, but.
Say even 1,000 upstairs, is downstairs about the same?
Yeah, it's very similar. Downstairs is a little bit smaller.
Is this extra storage?
So that is kind of cool. This guy, like I said, he did a good job with most things.
Your shoes say Familia.
Yes, they do.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You probably like that because you speak Spanish.
I do. Hablo español muy bien. So this is kind of cool. It's totally separate from both units. So furnace,
So just you have access to everything, which is really nice. Pretty sure that's asbestos style.
Probably. But look, new furnace.
Yeah.
And 2 new water heaters.
Very nice.
Which is awesome. And new PEX plumbing.
One thing that I think as a real estate investor, I personally don't give as much value as is deserved is stuff like this. Having everything new, fresh, like that adds years and years to your life where even if you were pushing margins on this property, it's just very low maintenance and you're not really pushing them.
Yep.
So it'll be fun to run the numbers.
Well, and here's the one downside to this property is it doesn't have laundry in either unit, but there's this space right here. Obviously there's drains, water, everything right here, power. So I think we're gonna try and put a washer and dryer stackable just right there.
I saw James was like looking at it thinking it was really cool, but not with the camera.
So yeah, stackable unit. And I don't think it'll cost that much or be that difficult. And then where it's separate, they can both just use it on their given day. And it brings back some of the value that you lose where we don't have in-unit laundry.
Yeah. One thing that it looks like you're fine on, but I always hate about these lower units is if you don't get the slope right there, and you get all the moisture down here, and there's no drain, you can end up with major flood issues in here. So
lower ceilings, but it doesn't feel terrible because you did can.
Nice little kitchen area, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, bathrooms in the second.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed about these when we were buying them too is neither of these has a closet. So I don't know if we'll add in a little closet. I think we'll get 800 or 900 out of this too.
Plenty of parking between front and back overall.
Tons.
Okay, time for the fun part.
Let's do it.
The numbers. All right, so purchase price $250.
Yep.
Cover any closing costs, or did you guys cover all of them?
No, we paid them, unfortunately.
2%, 25% down, 30 years to pay off, interest rate.
3.85, I think.
Okay, 3.85.
Up a little bit, doesn't it?
Rent, I would say, in my opinion, to play it safe, probably 1900.
That's fair. And if we can get more, it's all bonus.
Yep. Vacancy, I run at 6. Maintenance, I run at 12. Management, you're paying 7? 8.
Luke, give me a deal.
Insurance, probably 400, 300?
Something like that. 450 maybe.
Okay, 450 for insurance, and taxes, 1200.
Like 1200, yeah, it's not too bad.
Run the numbers. At 1900, that puts you at a 7.5% cash on cash.
Let's go.
So not my favorite. No, that's actually pretty good for the newer property. If you do get what you're hoping for, which would probably be 2,000 flat.
Yeah, I think we can get 2,000 because I think we'll get 1,050, and I think we can get 950.
Puts you just shy of 9% on your cash and cash return. So brand new, freshly renovated, more space in the back to build if you wanted to add value. Running a 9% cash on cash return, maybe an 8. Yeah. Why are you smirking?
No, nothing. Just you only buy 12.
Well,
could be better, could be worse.
One thing I will say is, I think for a lot of people, I probably in this market wouldn't turn them away because, one, I think this is a really nice unit, low maintenance, and maybe we've run our maintenance a little higher because I'm running the same maintenance for a property that, you know, for me is older, doesn't have the new furnace, doesn't have the new water heaters.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this has a new roof on it.
New roof, all new siding exterior, so it should really be pretty low maintenance for a couple years.
And overall, maybe you will pull a little bit more, maybe it'll be pushing that 10% range. So it's really nice to have a brand new unit, and maybe we will be shooketh. We're gonna come back because with how new the finishes are, if this didn't have new finishes, I still think you'd do 950 on both units. So I don't know, maybe you get lucky and pull 1100 on each of them.
Or 1100 up and 950 down.
And
we're right there.
Another thing with investments like this, like you talked about, there is a lot of value add in the back that we'll see what you end up doing with it. So we are going to come back and report and let you know when or where or how much you finish these at. But also a lot of people ask me, Chandler, where should we buy? And at the end of the day, this is a killer unit in an area we know is going up in value. Rents have gone up like crazy. Property values have gone up like crazy. And it's all clean, new, fresh.
Yeah. What do you, I guess I'd ask you, what do you think this would sell for on the market right now? Because that was another big thing for me.
I don't know.
I think because of the potential to owner occupy, because it's like perfect for owner occupying.
I think from what I've seen in this market, this is at a 6.6 cap. And I don't like buying with cap because of interest rates, but people right now are buying 5.5 to 6 cap.
Well, but so I think my vision for this is part of the reason I was excited about it. I'm justifying my price. But I think real estate is really trendy right now, and everyone wants to buy a property that they can own or occupy, and this is perfect. And it will continue to be perfect for the next 10 or 15 years.
I think if someone came to me and said, Chandler, I'm going to own or occupy this, I think that it would be worth buying at 270, 280.
I think people would buy this at 300 right now if it got listed, is what I thought.
And one thing that you guys will come to find about me and Garrett, I get very greedy with my numbers when I'm dealing with...
I'm generous.
What I was saying is when I'm dealing with bigger multifamily, but the thing that's so fascinating, and this is something that does need to be taken into consideration, even though I don't because of the way that I invest now, is the fact that this is still more viewed as a single family home market home than it is as a multifamily. And the reality is your cash on cash return is going to be lower, but your actual market value or your appraisal of this property is going to be substantially higher because of the massive demand for people that are trying to get into a home, for people that are trying to live in one half and rent out the other. So I don't doubt that you've got enough equity in this to turn around and sell it and pay commissions and still walk away with money for sure. And that's where, you know, especially when the market is what it is, I personally think for you this is a great deal, and for a lot of people. So, but I love the conversation because is this a deal I would have bought because of what I like and the work that goes into like a 2-unit property? Probably, I don't know, maybe I would, but probably not. But I see it being extremely advantageous for people people that are buying in this niche and that like this niche like you do.
Yeah.
And I think that goes back to the one thing we talk about a lot is there is right and wrong on extremes, but there's no right and wrong for the niche that you fall into, that you like, that you're comfortable with, and for the way that you want to place money. Deal flow's hard right now, and this is a great deal in comparison to what other investors are buying and what it could sell for.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything to add?
Nope.
All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, remember to you take it.
Follow me on Instagram. Yogi
Smash the
Mines.
like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell. And I actually could use some love on the Instagram. We've been working really hard, James here behind the camera and me, to post more frequently on Instagram and give content that we don't really on the YouTube channel. So go to Chandler David Smith on Instagram, give me a follow. If you're feeling bad for Garrett, you could also go follow him as well.
I need it. Chandler just abused my cash flow.
We'd love to see you over there. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button. We'll look forward to seeing you in the future videos. Thanks, guys.